Hey guys, so the month of May is just about halfway over, so I wanted to come and show you all what our budget is looking like as it stands today. So if you're interested in seeing if we've been able to stick to our budget, make sure you keep watching. But if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is OZELLA and my channel focuses on being more intentional with money by budgeting better and getting out of debt. Right now, me and my husband are working our way out of 6 figures worth of debt. Yes, you heard that right, 6 figures worth of debt. And so I would appreciate any support and accountability that you guys can offer. So feel free to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you're notified when I upload new videos. And I cannot complete this video without thanking all of my subscribers. I am so grateful. You all have been blessing me so much with your encouragement, your support, and I appreciate it. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. So if you all have never seen one of my budgeting videos before, I do a monthly budget, which kind of just gives me an overview of the amount of money that I think that I'm having coming in, and then the amount of money that I estimate will be paid upon each bill. After I do my monthly budget, I break it down by paycheck. So this month I'm paid 3 times, on the 1st, the 15th, and the 29th. And what I do is include all of the bills that are going to be due up until the next time I'm paid. So pretty much my paycheck on the 1st is going to cover all of my bills up until the 15th. So that is what you're going to see when I show you my paycheck budget. So I am a 2-income household. I get paid bi-weekly and my husband is paid every week. Because of the amount of money that I'm paid, I can cover all of our bills with no problem. So my paychecks pretty much go towards the bills, and then my husband's paychecks will go towards our cash expenses and our sinking funds. So in regards to my income, I estimated that my income would be $2,000. It was actually $2,015. For the challenge, I did do $30. All of my expenses were the same, except Dominion and State Farm, I overestimated by $1. So there was like a $2 difference, a surplus on those two. And then I got a bill in the mail for sanitation. I moved back in February, and this is the first time I'm getting this bill, and it was actually like a past due amount on it, and I'm not sure why I never got a bill from them. So I asked one of my neighbors because I wasn't sure. I didn't even know that we had to pay sanitation. I live in an apartment townhome. I know when I'm renting from a private owner, that's something that we're usually covering, but I don't remember reading anywhere when I was applying for this place about having to pay for sanitation and water. So one tip that I can give you guys is if you're moving to a new apartment, make sure you look at each utility that you are responsible for so that you can budget for it. So that bill came to $70. So I am going to add that one over here because that is an expense. Alright, so I'm just going to do a calculation here. $12.75 minus the $2 surplus. And then I'm going to add in the sanitation bill. And that comes to $13.43. So my expenses really comes to $13.43. My debt expenses were the same. The only difference is Nelnet. I wasn't paying Nelnet, but I wanted to include it in my budget to kind of have that money accounted for. But this $100 was actually going to go towards my debt snowball payment for the month of May. But since I had the $70 sanitation bill, well, the $70 came from here, so that left $30. And then I have Nelnet was not supposed to be charging interest, but it looks like I had a partial interest for the beginning part of March. So that was about $4. So I am going to put Nelnet interest here. And that's $4. And I'm going to cross out this and put $26. So if I calculate my debt expenses, I have, let's see, came to $416. Y'all gotta excuse me because this is my first time actually doing a budget check-in. I don't even do this off camera. So I am all over the place, but hopefully you're still following me. I apologize. I will get better as time goes on. But as far as my personal or the cash envelopes, those were the same. I did, give me and my husband both $50 for Mother's Day. I did do the $50 gift cards for our mothers. One thing I just put a note of is that I'm still waiting on Citi to come out and Straight Talk. So Straight Talk, half of the payment came out. I do have 2 lines on Straight Talk and they come out on 2 separate days. But Straight Talk is going to come out tomorrow. And then I don't know why, but I pay Citi twice a month on the 7th and the 27th. But when I did my monthly budget, I included the entire amount on that first paycheck. So half of the Citi payment came out, and now the other half of the Citi payment is just gonna sit in my account until the 27th. So let me go ahead and deduct it and see what I'm left with. So 2015 was the income that I received. $30 did go to my savings, and then $19.59 was my expenses. And I'm left with $26. Now, I initially had $9 left over, which I just normally include in a buffer. So if I deduct that $9, I'm left with $17. So $15 came from the difference between my actual and my expected. And then, of course, those $2 from me over budgeting for those 2 bills by $1 a piece. So I went ahead and balanced my checking account. I actually do not have $26 left over in my account, which I'm glad that I do include a small buffer in there. But I'll be honest, I went over on my personal spending money, and I ended up using a few dollars off of out of my checking account. Now, if you are not aware, me and my husband both use Cash App cards, and that's where I put our personal spending money. I try to only limit my checking account or my debit card to bill pay only. But I overspent, or I needed additional funds for my personal expense, and so I used my debit card. So what I have in my account is $12, and that $12 is going to go towards my debt snowball for the month of May. So I am actually going to add that in right here. And I won't have anything remaining after these 2 expenses come out, and after I go ahead and transfer the money over. I actually just balanced it, and I get paid tomorrow, which by the time you see this video, it is going to be the 15th. So I don't have a reason to keep the buffer in there, which is why I'm going to go ahead and put that towards my debt snowball. Now, my husband's is going to be much easier and much quicker. For my husband's first paycheck in May, I estimated that he would receive $400. He actually received $588. So that was a surplus of $188. We did do the $40 towards savings. We kept our expenses the same. We didn't have to add any additional expenses. As far as our envelopes are concerned, we did add a few envelopes towards that $188. So we kept these ones the same. And then as far as what we added a Christmas envelope. So we added $85 towards that. We added $50 towards maintenance. We added $30 towards our kids' activities envelope. And then we did $23 for our little pizza night that we do on Friday nights. So that is where our $188 was accounted for. And then he was paid again on the 8th. I estimated initially when I did the budget, I estimated that he would make $400 on that paycheck. He actually brought home $345. So we did end up putting the $40 towards our savings challenge. The expenses stayed the same. We maneuvered right here with the envelopes. So I took off the car maintenance, but that still left $10 because we had initially budgeted $65 for car maintenance. So we ended up having $10 left over. So as far as the gifts, I just added $10 towards this gifts envelope, and that gave us an even zero-based budget. So if you haven't realized by now, I do like to zero our budget out. I like every dollar to be accounted for. So this was our mid-month check-in. I know I went over a little bit on my personal spending money, but I'm glad that we had that small buffer there. And I still have a few additional dollars to throw at our debt snowballs. So overall, I'm pretty excited about us being able to stick to our budget for this first half of the month. So if you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button. Be easy on me because I did say that this was my first time actually doing a budget recap or a budget overview on camera. So just continue riding with me and you'll see I'll get better as time goes on. But until next time, guys, bye.